page 231, 1 through 4. We're going to convert from particles to grams. And we have to kind of split this into two problems, two different solutions. And first we read the problem. The problem says find the mass in grams of 2.44 times 10 to the 24th atoms of carbon. And in parentheses, in the question, you'll find that they put the atomic mass units of carbon, that's the atomic weight, equal to 12.01 grams per mole. Each mole weighs 12.01 grams. So with that information, I'm going to begin the first part. As you can see, I can still use this same model, and I've got to convert particles. And I have all these atoms, so that's number of particles. So I start with this number, start it over on the left-hand side, so we can set up the equation for this conversion. So I start off with 2.44 times 10 to the 24th atoms of carbon. And I've got to multiply that by a conversion factor. I look up here to see what my conversion factor is. So as I go in this direction towards moles, I'm going to use this conversion factor, 1 mole per 6.022 times 10 to the 23rd atoms of carbon. And to rewrite this, to clearly see whether this is a multiplication or a division problem, you can see readily that this is a division problem. So I'm going to take 2.44 divided by 6.022. See, 26, that's about 1/3, plus or minus. And I do it on my calculator. I see that the answer is 0.4052. And when I divide 10 to the 24th by 10 to the 23rd, I just subtract this exponent from this, and I end up with 10. So my new number, 4.052 moles of carbon. I got to this point now. I've got to figure out now how to get from moles to grams. So I start off with my moles. I bring it back over here as though I was doing a first unique problem, and I start off with 4.052 moles of carbon. And I look up here, and I've got moles of carbon. I'm going towards grams. Which one of these new conversion ratios do I use? And I see that I'm going to go this direction, so I need the atomic mass units of carbon in grams for each mole. And that's what they gave me over here in this parentheses. They gave me that information, so now I just take that, plug it in here. I get 12.01 grams per mole of carbon, and I can cancel the carbon, mole of carbon, and I end up with a multiplication problem now. I just multiply 4.052 times 12.01, and I end up, I've got to round this off because I can see in my original problem that my significant digits is 3, so I have to have 3 significant digits in the final answer. I end up with 48.7 grams of carbon in this many atoms of carbon. Pretty simple, right? All right, you guys do the next 4 in your journal. And beware of number 4 because it's a half a problem. It starts in the middle of the problem.